Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Goal positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Bollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Hilltoppers will put toe to leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Golden Bears offense will have the first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Rodgers. Gets away from one, he's got space. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like, a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will go to work for the first time. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open. But happened in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Myers. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Hilltoppers are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got a man. It's Abraham. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Hilltoppers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to fourth down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
With the catch, it's Myers.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off bounce? Because they are a good one.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Brown wants to pass. Find a hole in that secondary. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? To get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. The quick out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Brown will throw it. He's got it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Bear. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
What a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll bring it out. It's Rooks. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Got a man. It's Cruz. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Hilltoppers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll give it on the counter. Trucks through the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Brown wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The play-action fake. Got his man on the right. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Golden Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He wants to throw it again. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quick handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
The Hilltoppers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff to the lone back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Cruz. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 22 on 1st and 10. On the move. Ran through the contact. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They go to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Brown wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Cruz. At the 35, he's open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. This time they'll go to the running game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the handoff. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
The Hilltoppers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He's
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They'll run it. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. It's complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Finds his big tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Hilltoppers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Myers. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? The Hilltoppers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Got it set up on the outside, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Pulls and fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Brown wants to pass. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. They got it, it's blocked, and they scoop it up.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Barry. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Hilltoppers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Barry. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Right on the money. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Let's go. Right. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's Myers.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he
breaks into the open. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The inside handoff. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Toppers. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field.
Here we go. Do this show. Right.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense in an empty set. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in.
Let's go.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on second down. The throw. Catch in the middle, it's Barry. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. Touchdown, WKU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Brown will throw it quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Golden Bears will hustle to the line.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
And the Golden Bears are in a mess here on third and a mile. Under fire. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be fourth down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune.
Offense facing fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're going to throw it to start the drive. With the catch, it's Cruz. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And this offense is feeling it as they rip up. Chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable, because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it is just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. So on fourth and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And the punishment has been extended. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going up top here late in the game. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The give out of the gun. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Going for 6. And they are in for the score here late in the fourth quarter.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
35, Cal, 17.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
And the Hilltoppers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to sling it on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Barry. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's got the back in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Got him downfield. Got enough space. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And the beatdown has ensued. They are ever closer to win number 10 on the season.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
42, Cal 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown wants to pass. Got his man. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. 2nd down, he'll throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.